Guys, my name is Brandon. Welcome to MyPOVGuitar, where we teach you to play guitar from your point of view. Guys, we've been talking a lot about dynamics with the right hand and with the left hand, and trying to get you to see what they call cowboy chords in a different light. There are a lot of things you can do to embellish, to make playing more fun, to make it sound better. What we're going to get into today is just adding the fifth note of the chord, and don't let that scare you with the number. It's pretty much adding an extra finger to like a C chord. It gives it a droney, bassier sound, and it's just a one finger add. You can do the same thing with a F. And then we'll get into some of these liftoffs you can do on those two chords that make those sound really well when you pair the fifth note and then the liftoff. Sounds really good. It's also the basis of, like with country music, when you hear the bass, or Love Me Tender. It's just going from the name of the chord, the root note D, to the A to do that. We'll get into that and show you some little tricks you can do with these chords to make them sound even better. And of course, we're going to show you from your point of view. Okay, guys, I don't want to get too much in the weeds with theory, but here's something that I want you to know. When you hear someone talk about a major chord, that is called a triad, okay? Because it has three notes in it on the scale. The 1, 3, and 5. And that's it for the major. They're duplicated. So say take a C major, where you strum from the fifth down, okay? So your first finger and your ring finger, those are both C notes, they're octaves, okay? Your middle finger, that's an E note, okay? So you have C, you have your third, which is E. You also strum that first string open. There's your octave. So you got two octaves there, two octaves on the C. Then you have this open G. That's your fifth, okay? That's why you can add your pinky and make another G right there. Now you've got octaves on the... Well, you know that your first string and sixth string are tuned the same, which means that this up here is a G as well, right? Your G chord, okay? So one thing you can do to kind of make things spicier, if you will, is move that ring finger up to that G and replace where your C note goes on the fifth string with your pinky, okay? So then you strum from the sixth down. It just adds a little bass to it, but what you're doing is you're starting that chord instead of with the root note, the C, you're starting it with the fifth, which is the G. Okay? And if you just play up here, it's kind of got that droney. Okay? You drop everything down, you can do the same thing with F. Now you've got that C is your first bass note that goes down instead of the F, right? And when you're beginning to play, your ear may not be developed where it doesn't make a hill of beans. Let me tell you, one of my favorite bands, the band that made me pick the guitar back up after I'd put it down when I was so disgusted with 80s hair bands and music. When the grunge thing, I still liked it, the more acoustic stuff. The Lemonheads were a band, and Evan Dando, gosh, man, he could play a C and an F chord together. Just doing that. And it was the prettiest sounding thing to me. It sounded so full, and then just that little lift off. It just worked, man. It really gave a new shine to the C chord for me, right? Well, you're just adding that fifth, okay? So just learn the formations. Like I said, just take your ring finger, move it up, and add your pinky. And in the beginning, it's going to be hard for you not to mute that, but work on that. Do the same with the F, okay? That just gives, it's the same theory behind when I tell you guys about a D major, and I tell you, you know, strum from the fourth down, because that fourth string is a D note, but you can strum from the fifth down. It'll be fuller. That fifth, that A note, that's the fifth on a D. Okay? That's why that works. Now, when you get up here to G, you don't have anything else higher, so you can't really do that. E is the same way. But going from the fifth to the root is how they do the dong, jicka dong, jicka dong, jicka dong, you know, with the bass back and forth, especially with country, Johnny Cash, right? Well, it starts with the E, or maybe he starts with the. You can still do it, you're just doing it in reverse, because that that B note, that's your fifth on the E. And then when you go to that A, hit the string above it, that E note, there's your fifth. It's usually right above your root. The way the guitar is tuned, you pretty much know if your root note is a C, if that's your main note, the one above it in the same fret, it's going to be the fifth. The A. And then on the, say, Johnny Cash, you go to that B7. You go same fret, one up, that's the fifth. It's an F sharp note. Another example is Let Me Tender. We've already talked about the A note. So guys, that's just a little bit of theory to help you kind of understand why the notes are called. So if you hear the word triad, that's just a 3-note chord, and they're usually doubled up. A lot of the notes are doubled up, but it's those 3 notes, 1, 3, and 5 in the scale. And you can always substitute, if you want, starting the chord with the 5th note to give it more color. And guys, one last thing as a bonus to go along with that, say on your C and F, like I showed you earlier, if you can do a lift off, we did a lesson earlier on pull-offs, right? Take your middle finger on that C, and if it's too hard to do all that, just try it with a regular C. Do the same thing with F. But when you add all that together and add that 5th as your bass, it just gives it a lot more color. And guys, one last thing, Phil Frog, if you've got that down, add your pinky along with that lift off. It's kind of the equivalent of the add-ons you can do with the D major, if you've ever seen anyone do that. But anyway, guys, this is just a simple little lesson to kind of help add color to these cowboy chords to do even more dynamics. One last thing, we talked about, in a previous, we talked about palm muting your chords. You had those tricks there with that C and F, and then palm mute it. Come off it. sounds really cool. And there's like 3 things you're doing with just C and an F to make it sound so much better. Guys, if this helped you, please subscribe. And guys, if you need help, if you want to further your guitar playing a lot faster, take a look at my beginner course, the MyPOVGuitar beginner course at MyPOVGuitar.com. There'll be a link in the description and in the comments. Check it out if you're interested. Until then, guys, we'll see you in the next lesson.